Alright guys, so this is going to be the first episode in, I don't know what I'm going to call this yet. We still don't have no ideas, but we'll figure that out. But this video mainly is going to be about people. Just the word, people. Now, what I really want to do with this kind of like series is have a person like a guest, like my friend,
my name is Moseri.
Like my friend Moseri on the channel, on the video. Basically, I'm going to give them a word, and that word they're going to talk about, and they're going to express how they feel about that word, and just pretty much tell their story or tell a story, and then bring it back around on how they overcame that or how they feel about a certain situation, so that you guys can know that you're not alone out there, and how you guys can get through life, and how you guys can get through challenges and just bridges, and then past those bridges. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Moseri.
Alright, so when I hear the word people, the first thing that comes to mind are all my friends. All my friends are great people. I love them. Unfortunately, though, in every social circle, there is that one kind of toxic friend. So I'm just going to talk about like a story of mine. I remember I was in a social circle in college, but we had this one friend who always seemed to need a lot of help, or to be down, or just needed a quick favor. Usually I don't mind being really helpful to my friends, so I would always try to help that person out. And it came to be a continuous thing, like once or twice, maybe 3 times a week, I was just doing some anonymous favor for this person. And they would always say thank you and be really appreciative, but I noticed that, nothing ever really changed. Like they never got back up on their feet to the point where they didn't need me to do favors for them anymore. It was, they kept on needing. And like, I felt like a lot of the things that they needed were due to their own irresponsible actions, even if it was somewhat minor. So after a while, I started to notice that whenever I might have needed something, the person would never really notice or never be attentive, or whenever I had to ask for something, it was just like, I don't want to go out of my way for you type of thing is what is the feeling, the vibe that I was getting from that person. So after a while, I just decided like, I'm not really gonna talk to this person or hang out with them anymore. I'm not gonna like be negative or toxic towards them, but I'm just going to choose to drift more closely to my other friends in the same social circle and relatively ignore that person. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys just heard my friend Moseri and his word, and how he looked at the word people, and just how I feel like many of us actually do have that one friend, or I'm not even going to call them a friend, no. They're not even going to be called an acquaintance, just someone who's just there taking up space and using you as a person because someone has such a good heart, or someone just loves to help other people and they just don't get anything back in return. Now, I'm pretty sure Moseri's not saying that you have to give him something back in return, but just like, don't only call that person up just for that. Like, just be there in the moment. Be willing to hang out with that person. I feel like you can really genuinely tell who actually really cares about you in this world and who really doesn't. And with just the word people, it has so many positive and negative ways it can go. With that being said, this is going to be the first episode. We're still trying to determine the title, no ideas yet, but we'll get there. That being said, we're out.
Yeah.